Welcome to our studio again with our esteemed guest here. We are having today. I've conducted one interview with one of the winners, and this is the second. This is my second interview with another winner of King Salman Award for Disability Research. We're glad to have here Dr. Cecilia Lani, who is the winner of one of the winners for King Salman Award for Disability Research, rehabilitation track. We're glad. Firstly, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Shukran.
Oh, that's so nice of you. At the beginning, I would like to know more about the research. Before the research, let's know more about your feelings, because I know that researchers dedicate lots of time, long hours, more years and years and years to serve and to find more information to describe. How did you feel when you got this prize after those long years of dedication and contribution to science and research?
Of course, I'm very, very happy, and it was a big surprise for me, because I have got the letter from Prince Salman just last Monday that I'm between the winners. And it's an honorable prize for me, or honorable award. I'm a mathematician and an IT engineer.
Mathematician?
Yeah, and so my main topic is developing serious games or virtual reality games for people who have some disabilities. For example, stroke patients and children who has dyslexia or they are autistic children. And in the field of IT, it's not the hot topic. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, IT engineers have the feeling that it's only a pedagogical question. Mm-hmm. No. My opinion is that it is harder to develop something for people who have some disabilities. So it's a really huge work. And unfortunately, isn't a hot topic in the IT field. Mm-hmm. So therefore, this prize is not only a simple help, mm-hmm. For example, from the point of financial, but it's a great, really great honorable for me as a human being, as a scientist. So it's a big, really big surprise. So I couldn't find my words because getting this prize is really the best. Or
very great.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. And you mentioned that you are a scientist, so this award means lots of, because it's a symbol of appreciation for the hard work you've been contributing to the world of science and research, hard effort is put. After you took this award, what will you do next?
Of course, I continue my work because it's my favorite topic. It's in my heart. You cannot imagine if you see very thankful in the eyes of people who have some disabilities. Mm-hmm. They are very, very thankful. So with that, you will get more power, and you are happier. So, of course, I answering to your question, I follow my work, and of course, I'm very enthusiastic, and I'm very not only happy, but lucky, because I can influence my students, my undergraduate students at our university, in spite of the fact that mainly I have men undergraduates. If they see the usefulness of their work, they are more enthusiastic and begin to love that field helping people with disabilities. So to sum it up, answering your question, of course, I will continue my work and my research.
Inshallah, you are going to continue it with more enthusiasm and more passion to serve more people.
Yeah.
But here I would like to know more. You are a mathematician, then
Yeah.
you conducted your research on rehabilitation. How can you link between those two areas? What are your areas of interest in research and serving and then helping people with disabilities to have a better quality of living?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. I have had and I have several European funded projects. I'm very lucky from that point of view. And we have developed, I have developed with my students together a lot of games. For example, stroke patients in their rehabilitation, or for autistic children, for children with some intellectual disabilities. Anyway, my favorite group is intellectual disability. To develop their skills, for example, reading, practicing with numbers, or for example, to learn money management. So, and it is really helpful to get their job or to live independently without a lot of other people help. So one of the main points is help them to live independently. And nowadays, the new technologies, for example, robotics or virtual reality environment or games, it's an excellent place or an excellent field to help them. For example, children with intellectual disabilities or very young person can practice the real life in virtual reality. For example, money management in a shop, or if they want to find a job, they can practice in the virtual reality what will happen if they go to the interview or to go to their workplace in the first day. Where is his place where they have to leave their clothes, or what he has to do. Or for example, we have made a game to practice in an official place to get their ID card or insurance card and so on. And when the young person or children can practice in virtual reality, they can practice it more. So in this case, there will be a bit familiar to go to the real office.
So you are preparing people to the real world.
Yes,
through time management programs.
Yes. But it's important. It's not only my idea, but we always work together with special teacher. I can think something, for example, but if it doesn't useful for them,
Sure.
It's not good.
Sure. And at the end of our interview, I would like to have some final words from you about this world of research and science, about contribution to help people with disability reach more independence and be more independent.
More independent, do you mean that in the research field or all over the world?
Yes, in the research area.
I don't think so that it will be more independent, because as I am an IT engineer, we always have to work together, not only with special teachers, but therapists, doctors, and it's very important to work together with final user, people who has disabilities, because we have to test our solutions. Without the final user test, maybe we can make some mistakes. It's not our fault, but we can imagine their lives. And I always teach my students, test your software with final users. So anyway, if I remember well, I was the supervisor of more than 170 bachelor and master thesis. So we always work together, and independently of that research fields. From my point of view, it couldn't be independent. I need a therapist.
We need cooperation of
yes,
different.
Yes.
Yes, we need all cooperation in order to succeed, and in order to help people with disabilities to become more independent in living life. So
yes. Yeah, and hopefully, other scientists and students and the industry will follow us.
Inshallah. I would like to conclude by saying congratulations.
Thank you.
You
very
really
much.
deserve it, because I can see that the happiness on your face when you talk about people with disability, when you talk about how can you serve them, how can you serve this industry, how can you serve the world of research, how can you serve the students. Wish you all the best of luck, and wish you more and more prizes in the future, inshallah. Thank you so much. And with this, we come to the very end of today's coverage for the conference. Looking forward to seeing you, inshallah, tomorrow with a new coverage, more interviews, and more speakers, and more inspirational speakers and inspirational stories to share. Stay tuned. Till tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much. The chance that.